A very good morning to all of you students. I welcome all of you to our online classes of English language standard 5th. Students, in the last period we have studied about adjectives. We have studied that adjectives are describing words. Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns. We have seen that adjective describe people, adjective describe person, place, animal or thing. Okay? But today students, we are going to learn something different than this. We are going to study about comparison of adjectives. Okay? So, by this, we can also know that adjectives are used for comparison also. Okay? So, our today's topic is comparison of adjectives. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Now students, the topic that we are going to study today is comparison of adjectives. Okay? So students, we have seen that adjectives help us. Adjectives also help us to compare people, and things. Now students, I am writing some sentences over here. So you have to just watch. So students, have you seen? Students, do you see that I have written 3 different sentences over here? First sentence is the well is deep. Okay? In the second sentence, I have written this well is deeper than that one. And the third sentence, I have written this is the deepest of all the 3 wells. So students, can you notice that I have underlined some words in these sentences. Okay? In the first sentence, I have underlined the word deep. That is our adjective. Then, in the second sentence, I have underlined the word deeper. This well is deeper than that one. Okay? And in the third sentence, I have underlined the word deepest. This is the deepest of all the 3 wells. Okay? So, the words that I have underlined here are the form of the adjectives. They are the form of the adjectives. So can you see students, I have underlined particular words over here in each and every sentence. In the first sentence, I have underlined the word deep. In the second sentence, I have underlined the word deeper. And in the third sentence, I have underlined the word deepest. Okay? So, all these are the 3 different words. They show the different forms of adjectives. Okay? So, these are the 3 words. They are the different forms of adjective, and our adjective is deep here. Okay? Now, let's see the first sentence. The well is deep. Now, see this sentence. In this sentence, we are not doing any comparison. We are just telling that this well is deep. We are just using the adjective deep here. This well is deep. Okay? But, see in the second sentence, what we have said? This well is deeper than that one. It means that we are doing comparison between 2 things. We are doing comparison between 2 things. So, that's why we have used here this well is deeper than that one. It means that we are doing comparison between the 2 things. Okay? Here, we are not doing any comparison. No comparison. here we are doing comparison between the two things, and here we have used the sentence, this is the deepest of all the three wells. Okay, so here we are doing the comparison more than two things. More than two things, and that's why we have used here deepest. Okay, so in the first sentence we have just used the adjective deep. This well is deep. This is our first sentence. But in the second sentence we are doing comparison between the two things. This well is deeper than that one. Okay, so what we have did here, we have just added er to the word deep, and that word has become deeper. Okay, so now see the third sentence, this is the deepest of all the three wells. Here we are doing the comparison more than between here we are doing the comparison between more than two things. Okay, and that's why we have used here the word deepest, and we have added est to the adjective. We have added est to the adjective, and that word has become deepest. Here we have added er to the adjective, the word has become deeper. And here we have used only adjective, that is deep. So by this we can understand that there are three forms of adjectives. Okay, when we are not doing any comparison, we are just telling or we are just describing the thing, at that time it is the positive degree. Which degree it is? Positive degree. Means there is no comparison. We are just telling, we are just describing the thing. So at that time that sentence is of the positive degree. Okay. So in the second sentence, when we are doing comparison between two things or two people, at that time that degree is known as comparative degree. Why this second degree is comparative degree? Because we are doing comparison between two things or two people. Okay, that's why this degree is known as the comparative degree. And in the third sentence we are doing comparison between more than two people, so that's why this degree is known as the superlative degree. So are you getting it, students? When we are not doing any comparison, we are just describing that person or thing, at that time it is the positive degree. When we are doing comparison between two things or two people, at that time that degree is known as the comparative degree. And when we are doing comparison more than two people, when we are doing comparison between more than two people, at that time that is the superlative degree. And you can see here in comparative degree we just add er to the word. We just add er to the adjective. And in superlative degree we are just adding est to the main adjective. Okay, so I hope that this is clear to you. Now let's see how to form the adjectives by adding er or est. There are different types of rules how to form the adjective by adding er or est, that we are going to see now. So let's get started. Now students, before we could learn the rules of forming adjectives, just take a quick recap what we have learned just now. We have seen the word deep as an adjective. When we are using the positive degree, we are using the main word as an adjective. Okay, We are using the word as adjective. That is deep. And when we are doing comparative degree, we are adding er to that word, and that word becomes deeper. Deep, deeper. And in superlative degree, we are just adding est to that word, and that word becomes the superlative degree. Okay. Now see, in positive degree, when we are doing the positive degree, we do not make any comparison. We just state the simple thing. Okay. The well is deep. Okay. We do not make any comparison. We just state the simple thing. The well is deep. Okay. So here there is no comparison. But when we are doing comparative degree, at that time we are comparing two things or two people. Okay. And in superlative degree we are doing comparison between more than two people or things. Okay. So by this you can understand that in positive degree we are just using the main adjective, and when we are doing the comparative degree we are just adding er to that word to form the comparative degree. And in superlative degree we are just adding est to that word to form the superlative degree. So I hope this is clear to you. Now just see the rules to form the degrees, different degrees of comparison. Okay. Now the first rule that we can form the degrees of comparison by adding er or est to the words. That is our first rule. Okay. Now let's see how to form the positive, comparative and superlative degree. How to form comparative and superlative degree by just adding er or est to that word. Okay, let's get started. Now students, let's see the first rule by adding er or est. By adding er or est, we can form the comparative and superlative degree. Now just see here, positive degree we are using for one person or one thing. We are not doing any comparison. Okay. In comparative degree, we are doing comparison between two people or two things. And in superlative degree, we are doing comparison between more than two people or two things. Okay. Now see, the first one is large. So what we have to do here? Okay. You don't have to do anything. You have to just add er when you are forming comparative degree. You just have to add er to the main adjective and you have to form the comparative degree. Okay. Now see, large. What I am doing here? Larger. I have just added er to this adjective. Large, larger. When I have added er to this word large, it has become larger. L-A-R-G-E-R. Larger, large, larger. And when we are forming the superlative degree, only we have to add est to the main adjective. Okay. Now see here, our adjective is large. So I have added here only est and I have formed the superlative degree. Now see, large, larger, largest. Large, larger, largest. This is our positive degree. No comparison. We have just used the main adjective here. Comparative degree, we have added er to the main adjective. It has become larger. And in superlative degree, what we have done here? We have just added est to that main adjective. And that word has become here largest. Large, larger, largest. So simple. Now see the second one. Bright. Now tell me, brighter, brighter, very good, and brightest. I hope you are getting it, students, because that is very easy. It is a piece of cake. Anyone can do this. Now see the third one. Clever. Clever. Cleverer. Cleverest. Only I have added est to this word. Only I have added er to this word to form comparative. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Now see the fourth one. That is high. High. Again, what you have to do to form comparative? Add er to the adjective. High, higher, highest. You can see I have done nothing but I have just added er and est to form comparative and superlative degree. So, isn't it very interesting, student? Don't have to do anything. Just add er and est. Okay? Now, let's see the second rule. Now, students, see the second rule by adding r and st to the positive. Now, we are having the words that are of the positive degree. Okay? So, what we have to do here? We have to add, when we are forming comparative, we have to add r to that word, r to that adjective. And when we are forming superlative degree, at that time we have to add just st to that word. Just see the magic. Wise. What I am doing here? I am just adding r. I have written the spelling of wise and I have added here r. Wiser. What that spelling has become? Wiser. Wise, wiser. And here, now I am adding st to that word. That word has become wisest. Wise, wiser, wisest. Now see the second one. Brave. Just see, I am doing nothing over here. Just adding r to that word. Just write down the spelling of brave and add r. Spelling braver. That spelling has become braver. That is the comparative degree. And now see superlative degree. What I am doing here? I am just adding, I am writing the spelling of brave here. And just adding st to that word. Okay, what I am doing here? I have just added est to that word. That has become now superlative degree. Brave, braver, bravest. Okay. Now see the third one. Noble. Just write down the spelling of noble. Add r to that word. That spelling has become nobler. And in superlative degree, I am adding st to that word. That has become noblest. True. Just add er to that word. Write down the spelling of true. Just add r to that word. Truer. And to form the superlative degree, just add st to that word. Write down the spelling of true. And add st to that word. That has become truest. True, truer, truest. I hope this is clear to you, students, how we are forming comparative and superlative degree by just adding R and est to the positive word. Okay. So, I hope this is clear to you. This brings me at the end of this lesson. Okay. This brings me to the end of this video. I would like to stop here. But student, I just want to give you one assignment that you have to write down 5 words adding ER and EST of the first rule, and also you have to write down 5 more words that are having the second rule adding R and ST to that word. Okay. So how many words you have to write down today? You have to write down total 10 words. 5 words of the first rule adding ER and EST to the adjective, and second rule you have to add R and ST to the words, and you have to form comparative and superlative degree. You have to form at least 5 words. Okay, by adding R and ST. Okay, so this is your homework. This is your assignment that you have to do today. Okay, any word you have to find out and write down adding R and ST, adding ER and EST. Okay, so you have to write down like this: positive, comparative and superlative, and you have to write down 5 more words of the first rule and 5 more words of the second rule. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, students. I just want to stop here. Remaining part we will see in the next period. But till then you have to keep learning, keep smiling, and don't forget to take care of yourself. Bye, bye students. Bye for now. Bye bye.